This is Shorthammer. It is the 9th of December 2019, and we are taking a look at CMG. Now, this is the daily chart, and as we see, after earnings, CMG sold off, even though they had really good numbers, and we all expected it to go up. It sold off. But when something is moving in a direction, don't fight the trend. Follow the momentum. And if you followed this to the downside, then you made really good money. What you wanted to watch for was, would we catch a bid down in this area? And we did. I actually missed this lower entry. And I was waiting for it also, but just missed it. But I did catch some of this upside though. But I wanted to drop into this supply demand zone. That didn't happen. So I have my alerts set just above this area. And as you can see, the buyer stepped in a little bit above where I have my alert set. So we did go back to the upside. But what we've had is, if you see these candles, we've had an issue closing above this supply demand zone. So what's that lead me to think? Is there a potential that we fail here and go back to the downside? Yes, but you got to be careful on CMG. CMG will gap and run on you, and you will not have an opportunity to get up out of that bad boy, because if you're trading options or if you're trading shares on it, it's highly illiquid and also a little bit spready. So what I will be watching for on CMG this upcoming week is either a close above the top of this supply demand zone, which is 828.19. I need to close above this to open up the 1840s to 1850s, all up into this next supply demand zone. That's what I'll be watching for, an opening up of this area here. If we remain below, then I'll probably be fading this down into the 815s and to the lower supply demand zone here, which begins at 803. Let's look at this on the 15-minute chart. So on the 15-minute chart, what we'll be watching, the pop daily is this yellow dash line here. It also happens to coincide with the lower portion of my supply demand zone here at 823. So if we see supply and sell action here, I may be looking for a little bit of fade down into the 814s or 815s. We'll see how that shakes. If I see buying above this, I will wait for a break above this 828 area before I look for a long position. And I will see if we can cruise up into the 840s. But it's going to depend on how we open and where we open, and the overall market trend, and also seeing if CMG is currently following the market trend, because CMG is weird. Sometimes CMG will follow the trend of the market, and sometimes CMG will move counter to the market trend. And it doesn't even have to have a catalyst of its own. Doesn't have to be any news or anything, and CMG can move counter to the market. So I'll be watching, and to me, the ideal movement would be if we saw sell action and then we matriculated to the downside and tested the lower supply demand zone before the end of the week. That to me would be an ideal play. But we'll see how this shakes out. We have our levels and our areas to watch for supply or for demand and buyers to step in, and see where we open. We may open up here. We may open down here. You never know where we're going to open. So when you make your plan for the upcoming day or upcoming week, remain flexible and always have multiple levels that you can either enter or exit a play without being biased on whether it's going to go long. Be bullish or be bearish, but just wait for the proper setup and be patient for your levels. If you liked this video, please tap the like button, and do not hesitate to subscribe to our channel, Power of Pivots, on YouTube, to receive more content and more videos like this one, and also videos from Elisa and her pop strategy.